Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Carla, if you guys are new here. If not, welcome back. So today I'm just gonna be kind of getting ready. I don't really know what kind of look we're going for. I was kind of thinking like glowy with some big lashes, and yeah, just using some new stuff, some old stuff that I've used before in the past. I already prepped my face. I used the Great Barrier Relief from Crave Beauty. I then moisturized with the Oh So Simple Water Cream, which is also from Crave Beauty. My skin has been so dehydrated and dry. I swear I'm a reptile because I feel like I'm shedding. Ugh. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I really dig this product. It's supposedly comparable to the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This really does blur the skin and it just makes everything look so much smoother. And it's what, like $6? It's honestly a steal. I'm gonna go in with the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Hydrating Tint, and this is in the shade Classic Ivory 10. I wanted this to be a lightweight look, so I'm not gonna put that much on. It's very sheer, even though this is considered a foundation. Don't you just love when you get a new sponge and it's just like so bouncy and airy and clean, and then I'm gonna ruin it? So I'm just gonna pat this in. You see, it's not like crazy coverage, but that's just what I prefer. I look like Casper. Now, I don't do this all the time, but I've really been liking using a corrector under my eyes. And this is the Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector. This is in the shade Light Medium. This is my second one. A little bit goes a very long way, and it just completely covers your dark circles. So I just put a little bit there, a little bit there, and I find it's best when I use just my ring finger to blend it in. I feel like it melts the product in. So as you can see, like the under eyes have just completely vanished. A little fun fact about me is I have this vein that runs under my eye. It's something that's always bothered me because no matter really what concealer I use, you can see it, and especially like when I don't get enough sleep, it's just very prominent, and it's something that I really don't like it. I don't like the fact that you can see it. Yeah, like fair people problem, but something that I have dealt with my whole life. It's, you know, something completely insignificant into the grand scheme of things, but it's something that I just never really liked. But using this corrector really has helped kind of like hide it a little bit. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with concealer. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. This is in the shade 185. So what I'm gonna do with this, because I don't want to over apply it, I'm actually gonna just apply it to the back of my hands like that. I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm gonna apply it that way. I feel like sometimes when I apply concealer straight from the wand, you can kind of get a little bit heavy-handed. This way, you just pick up what you need and you're not kind of going overboard with it. Really making sure that I get like the inner corner, because that's where a lot of darkness is, and also the outer corner as well. And I'm going to conceal any places that need it, like post-acne marks or redness. So you guys know that I really love my Milk Makeup Cream Bronzer, but I actually saw this at the drugstore and I really wanted to pick it up. I've seen Amanda Diaz use this product as a cream contour and she swears by it, so I decided to pick it up. It's actually using a foundation as a contour or bronzing shade, and so it's the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Foundation Stick. I have the shade Toffee. Basically, she swears by this having like super great blendability and making it look super natural because it's supposed to be a foundation. I don't really know how this is gonna go. She applies it straight from the bullet onto her face and then blends it out. So I kind of want to try that. Ooh, it's creamy. And whenever I blend things with a brush, I always go back with my sponge because I always feel like the sponge just helps melt it into the skin. I'm picking this product up on the Sephora Pro Airbrush number 57 brush, and I'm just going to use this to contour under my lips and on my nose. And I kind of bring it into the brow to kind of blend the shade. I always do under my nose too. And whatever is left, I bring it onto my eyelids. And again, I'm going to take my sponge and I'm going to blend this out. Oh, my hip. I'm getting old. If you guys haven't caught on, I'm doing all cream products before I powder, just because when you put cream on top of powder, sometimes the finish can get a little wonky, so I'm just doing everything cream first. Next for highlighter, I'm going to use the Collab The Filter Highlighting Liquid in the shade Pearlosity. You can buy this at any Sally's Beauty Supply or online on their website. Put some on the back of my hand like this, and I'm going to take this end of my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and I'm going to just dip it in there, and I'm just going to put it on the high points of my face. You see that? And whatever's left, I put it on my nose and right above the bridge. For blush, I'm going to use the NARS Multiple in the shade Orgasm. It's a gorgeous, like, shimmery peach pink shade, and yeah, I never was really into blush, but I've slowly started getting into it a little bit more. So I just take my Real Techniques stippling brush, go into the bulla like this. I'm going to dab it on the back of my hand just so I don't get too much. And then I'm going to just apply it to the apples of my cheeks. And I'm going to kind of like bring whatever's left on the bridge of my nose. Okay, so I kind of wanted to keep this look a little bit more dewy and fresh, so I'm not going to use a whole lot of powder. I think I'm just going to powder the under eyes, and that's it. So I'm going to take my sponge and I'm going to blend out any creases that I may have, so that when you put the powder, you're not setting any like creasing that you have. Then I'm going to take an e.l.f. blush brush. I really like this because it's tapered. And I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth powder in the shade 130, which is a buff beige. This is such a sheer powder, so I'm just going to take a little bit, look up, and I'm going to just pat on the under eyes. And I also always take a little bit and set the eyelid area. So I kind of want to set the cream bronzer to make sure that it lasts throughout the day and just to kind of give it a little bit of oomph. So I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You guys already know this is my jam. I love this bronzer. It's just like one of the most natural looking bronzers. It has a slight sheen but no shimmer. Just use a Morphe M405. This is just a contour brush, but I use it for bronzer. I'm just gonna go in the places where I bronzed, and I'm going to kind of just set the bronzer. I'm holding the brush towards the back because I don't want a lot of pressure. I want to keep this very light and diffused, and by holding it towards the back, you're not putting as much pressure, so you're not depositing as much color all at once. It's kind of more diffused. And don't forget to bring it down your neck, because that just ties everything together. I'm going to go in with the Morphe M504 on the same, into the same bronzer, and I'm going to just, again, contour the nose very lightly. I'm also going to take this into the crease because I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot of eyeshadow today. I really wanted this focus to be kind of like on the skin and big lashes. So I'm going to be doing my brows off camera. I'm going to be using the Neutrogena Transparent facial bar for the soap, and I'm just gonna be using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Ebony. If you guys want me to do another video solely dedicated to soap brows and how I do them, leave a comment down below and I can for sure do that for you guys. So I'm gonna do those off camera and I'll see you guys in 1 second. Brows are on. They're very minimal even though they look pretty different. I didn't actually fill them in a lot. So we're gonna move on to the eyes, and I think I'm gonna keep it really simple. We have the bronzer already kind of run through the crease, but I'm actually going to just take the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Rose Champagne. I think I'm gonna run this through my crease as well. Sometimes I like doing this just to kind of give it a little bit more like dimension. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my NARS Fort de France highlighter and I'm going to just take it on my finger and put it all over my lid. I'm also going to take the Morphe M431 brush, which is just a pencil brush, into the same highlighter, and I'm gonna use it on my inner corners. Next, I'm going to just curl my lashes. This is actually a new mascara that I haven't tried yet, so this is kind of going to be like a first impression. This is the Maybelline New York, the Falsies Lash Lift in Very Black. This is what the wand looks like. It kind of gives me like Better Than Sex or the L'Oreal Lash Paradise type vibes, but it's not as wet in consistency, if that makes any sense. So this is one coat with the mascara. Let's do the second coat. So this is the second coat with mascara. I think it looks really long. They're not super separated, which I'm okay with, but they look pretty good in my opinion. Alright, so next is lashes, and a lot of people on Instagram have been asking me what lashes I've been wearing, and I'm going to show you guys here today. These are the lashes that I've been wearing a lot recently. I got them on Amazon. I will put them in a link down below because they were super inexpensive, maybe like $4, and these are amazing. They're a little bit more dramatic than what I would normally go for, but they're just so lightweight and like fluffy and pretty, and they just look so good and accentuate your eyes so well. These are what they look like when they come straight to you. I obviously cut mine to fit my eyes, so I'm just gonna apply these off camera and then I'll be back so we can finish off with the lips. So that is all I'm gonna do for eyes. I just ran some of the bronzer on my lower lash line and that is it. So for lips, I picked up the Revlon Super Lustrous Shine lipstick in the shade 3 Glossed Up Rose. And these are supposed to kind of be comparable to Chanel lipsticks. Like, tell me this doesn't look like a Chanel lipstick. So I'm just gonna apply this, no lip liner, just this, because I wanted to test it out today. And these are supposed to be really sheer. Pretty! Definitely a little bit more pink than I would go for, but pretty. They're really comfortable. So that is the completed glowy skinned fresh makeup look. You can do this look without any lashes, of course. I just wanted to show you guys the lashes that I've been liking lately. I don't wear lashes all the time. It's not on the reg. I know that a lot of my looks I do put lashes on, but that's just to give it a little bit of oomph. None of these looks that I do on my channel you have to use lashes for. I feel like you can go just with mascara on just about any looks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the post notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that I upload. And follow me on Instagram if you haven't already at Carla Alexandra Official. It will also be linked down below. And yeah, so I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.